And we're back at Northwestern High School, and we're on the set of Hairspray. Production is going to be coming up in March, last March and April, and I'm talking now to Tamara Altman. Tamara, hi. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
And your position at Northwestern?
I'm a teacher at Northwestern. I teach theater arts and other theater electives, and I'm the director for Hairspray.
Okay. Now, this is not just from your Northwestern students. This is, who's in this cast?
This is the Rock Hill School District Honors Play, and students from Rock Hill High School, South Point High School, and Northwestern High School came to audition for our show and were cast in the parts for this musical Hairspray.
And how big is your cast?
The cast is 43. We have up to 20 people working backstage with Michelle Green, our scenic director and technical director. And there are 18 in the orchestra working with William Penfield, our musical director, and over 30 parents working on the show. So we are working with over 100 people collectively in this process.
I'm excited. I'll tell everybody right now, for disclosure, I have a child that's going to be in the production, but this is going to be a great production, and you've got so many people. You've got great sets going up, you've got great audio, and you've got the great sets being built by Magitech. So what do you find the most important thing about this show?
The most important thing about this show is the magnitude of the show and how big it is. And I am especially excited about working with professionals and demonstrating for our students how theater and theater arts is put together in a professional way. We're working with professionals in scenic design, costuming. Stephanie Daniels, a teacher at Rock Hill High School, is costuming the show. We have professionals in the box office. The teacher at South Point is the box office manager. And Mr. Gold on audio, Michelle Green and Magitech on scenic design and technical directing. Mr. Penfield is our music director. We had the privilege of working with 2 Winthrop students, Winthrop theater education students, stage manager and assistant director. And there's probably a few more, and people like yourself who's helping to promote this production. So I am excited. Some schools may have a lot of money to put into their production, but we have the expertise, and so that is what our audience is going to see. And most importantly, it's what our students are going to see. We have demonstrated how to do theater production, how to do it professionally, how to do it with excellence, and in the end, the audience is going to be in awe.
No doubt about that. I'm sure they will. With all the things, all the different plays and things that you could have looked at to do, what led you to Hairspray?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that question. I saw Hairspray on Broadway, and I fell in love with it. I mean, I sat at the edge of my seat watching it, listening to the music, and I wanted to do it ever since I saw it in New York City. And so I put in for rights for Hairspray. And it was years that went by. We would ask MTI, who gave us the license, can we do Hairspray? No, Hairspray rights are not available. And up to the end of last year, I was emailing MTI saying, when will Hairspray be available? Several years, it was the response that they gave us. Well, in May, we got the notice that Hairspray rights were available. Me and Mr. Chrisman both applied. And I think he got his license about 10 minutes before my license. And he was gracious enough to allow me the opportunity to direct this when he really could have been the person to direct this at South Point. And he was very gracious, a good friend of mine. He stepped back and he said, Miss Altman, you can do it. So I want to make sure that I give those students at Rock Hill High School and South Point High School an opportunity to really see this at the level that it can be done in Rock Hill School District.
That's great. I love the way that the entire school system is working together on this. Well, I don't really know the play. I haven't seen it. So I have heard that it does touch on some controversy. Can you tell me about that?
It does. It's a controversy that we do not recognize in this day and time. As a matter of fact, we do not have to deal with racism anymore, and if so, it's at a very small level. But what we are doing is we are uncovering and making people a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning to relive those controversies of racism and even the size of people and their shape and who they are and how they're built. So we are really uncovering and making people uncomfortable in the beginning to ultimately remind them of why we are at the place we are today and why we do live in a time that's integrated. And I'm really proud of that because my students come from all different backgrounds, and there is so much flavor that they bring to our stage and to the classroom just because they are so diverse. And so I hope to remind the audience that it is part of our history. It's an important part of our history. It's a part of our history that we want to remember, but then also celebrate that we did move on. That's and we have a message. It's a message in this play, and this audience is really going to be touched.
Yeah, it's an important message for the kids, and it's going to be an important message for the audience. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Anything else you'd like to tell me about the show?
No, just come out March the 31st, April 1st, April 2nd, April 3rd. We did add 2 shows to our run. We are doing it 5 times, and we hope that everybody will come out and be a part of it.
And the tickets are very affordable.
Very affordable, very affordable. The student tickets are $10, and the adult tickets are $15, and it is worth every dime of it.
Yeah, let me tell you, if you're looking for something to do for entertainment, you want to see a good show, and you really want to have a good time, be sure to take and come out to one or more of the shows and see Hairspray at Northwestern High School.